welcome back to Our World Outdoors. I'm Missy and I'm here with my husband Tony, and today we are at down by the Ohio River, and we are at the Scenic River Trail and the Greenwood Trail. That's in the Wayne National Forest, but it's closer to the Ohio River side. So give you a little bit of look here. Right here's the trailhead right in front of this brown building. You can park here, or across the street, back that way, is additional parking. Alright, so we're going to get ready, get our packs on. We're going to get in the woods. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, so my wife mentioned where we were. I believe this is considered part of the Marietta unit of Wayne National Forest, and that probably the closest trail down here that you guys know of is Archer's Fork. I think we got like 11 miles, maybe less, and there is not a bunch of parking here. So we were warned by some friends that this thing had a massive beginning elevation change, something like 450 feet, and they weren't kidding. It's got some uphill. How you doing back there, Mama?
All right.
It's a heck of a hill, huh?
Yeah, it is.
I'm just staying here blocking it so she can't see what's in front of us. But I'll turn the camera around and let you guys see. So we're up here on this hill, and the trails we're doing is part of a system that Jason Wish did, I don't know, about a month ago. Seemed like he had a pretty good time. You know, it's been one we've been wanting to look at doing, but after watching him do it, it got me motivated. And it's kind of funny because we were on our way down here. Now the blue, he texts me, which that was the phone going off again. And he says, "You're in Southeast Ohio. What do you think the conditions are like down at Burr Oak?" And I said, "Well, it's been drying up pretty much today. Don't look too bad." And then we got down here and it was like mud fest. So, you know, granted we're a lot south of Burr Oak, but I guarantee you if these trails are messed up, Burr Oak is messed up. So I actually had to like put my tail between my legs, message him back and say, "Buddy, sorry, I lied. These trails are a mud fest." And he was pretty cool about it. He just laughed and said, "If I'm not out in the fields planting, I'll try and do it sometime this week when it cools down anyways." So it's just kind of ironic that he messaged me to check trail conditions when I was going down to do the trail that he had just done a month before and motivated me to do. So if you don't know who Jason Wish is, go check out his channel on YouTube and check out his information about his farm too, Wishwell Farms in Bell Fountain. They grow some really nice produce up there. And a couple of my friends have been getting into their maple syrup. So if they have any of that left, you might want to grab some too. All right, my wife's playing with flowers. Back on the trail. Okay, now is probably a good time as any. The sun's getting in my eyes. Talk about base weight and trail weight. Well, we'll just talk about trail weight. How about that? So we're both wearing our new 3FUL gear packs. You can go over to our channel if you don't know about them. That's mine. It's the X pack. My wife's got a coated nylon version she's wearing. Hers is a little more budget friendly. Mine's a little more expensive. First thing I'm gonna say is this thing rides and glides. Now, it's not because of the pack, but if you follow us on Instagram, you'll know that this week I've been doing some firewood, and last weekend my wife did the trip with all the guys out to Zaleski while I stayed home and was getting the farm caught up, mowing, weed eating, moving stuff around, working on firewood, trying to get our firewood in for the winter. And so my back is pretty much banged up from all that firewood. I put a, you know, on my Instagram, I'll update for our family, or Our World Outdoors Instagram. I update people on things we're doing around the farm too, like solar and firewood and whatever we're working on. But I was working on firewood, so my back was sore for about the first half mile in, not because of the pack. My back stopped hurting since then, and literally it's all on my waist because I only have an 18-pound base weight. I mean trail weight, sorry, trail weight. And my wife has 15-pound trail weight. Her pack doesn't even want to fit right because it's so light. It like won't hold itself down to pull the straps down on her shoulders. So she's just it's kind of flopping back here. I had to pull her load levers all the way in just to bring the pack forward enough. So.
You know what that is? That is the benefit of being a hobbit.
All right, guys. So we made it to camp. We actually started up the trail here and went, I don't know, a mile maybe? Mile and a half?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. And on the right, there was just like the perfect campsite. It was great. Had a fire pit, surrounded by logs to sit on. And then back behind the fire pit, away from the trail, it had like a flat spot that our tent went right up in. I'm just noticing over here the moon's out. It almost looks like a full moon. I'm gonna have to go walk down the trail to look at it better. But what kind of goodies we've got tonight?
We have cheddar and sour cream mashed potatoes.
Okay.
And chili mac.
No, that's not chili
Is
mac. No, that's dehydrated chili.
Oh.
Sorry. I think my wife wanted chili mac. I think I let her down because I packed the food.
She packed everything.
I packed the food and I packed most of the packs. My wife came home because she got off work a little bit early to go and came home and helped some, but she planned the trip as far as like the maps and what trail we were going to take. I said I thought we should go here because of watching Jason Wish's video. We watched that one where he went all over the place, but I told her I wanted to come down here and she took the map and put together an actual trip out of it. So we kind of both had our own, we both had our own hand in it, but however what?
The Scenic River Trail says that it has like 4 campsites on it. And I don't recall seeing not one actual established campsite.
No, we didn't see any camp, nothing that could even be construed as a campsite.
I seen open areas with lots of weeds in them, but nothing that actually looked like a campsite.
All right, guys, so we're packing up and cleaning up. I just got done stuffing myself because my wife decided she wasn't hungry. It's about 10 o'clock. We're gonna go climb into the tent. That cheesy mashed potato with chili was actually really good.
Awesome.
You gotta hydrate the chili separately first, and then you pour the mashed potatoes in and mix them in. But it worked out real good. But we got the fire dying down. For those of you who don't know, my wife has to get up extremely early, Tuesday through Friday, to go to work, like 4 a.m. So we come out on these trips on a Friday. She's beat. She's whooped. She's been up since 4 a.m. and then we hiked in. So I'm gonna let her get in the tent here and get to bed. I'm gonna stay out here and finish making sure the fire goes out, and then I'm gonna climb in there with her. And I downloaded a movie, but I was in such a hurry I didn't even really pay attention, and it's the Lego Part 2 movie. So yeah, I don't know what to even expect because I didn't see the Lego Part 1 movie. So whatever. But you guys know me, I don't sleep very well, so. But my wife's already promised me she'll get up in the morning and make me a cup of coffee. I'm gonna put her to bed, but this will be the last shot of the night. We'll see you in the morning when my lovely wife wakes me up with coffee. So, good night.
Good night.
Good morning, guys. So, we weren't really able to show you much of camp last night, but I'm gonna get turned around here and we'll kind of do a little camp walkthrough and show you what we're working with here. It's kind of a scurry because we got in here and it was not light-wise, it wasn't real dark, but because this is a giant green tunnel, it gets dark in here way earlier than if you were, say, standing in an open field or something. So turn you around, show you around camp real quick this morning. All right, so the trail goes right along here and down over the hill. And you got this big old deadfall here. We didn't even see that last night. There's actually one way back here. It's about to drop. So, but you come in and look at that campsite. You know, you got logs all the way around it to sit on. And somebody set up a reflective stone. Nice fire pit. Over there, I don't know if you can see it, we hung a bear line over there just because we couldn't be bothered to go any farther last night. And then we got the land shan. We had some rain last night, not a ton, but as you can see, my wife has most of it already broke down. She's a big proponent of before she gets out of the tent in the morning, she likes to just kind of break everything down. But yeah, it wasn't the best of pitches because we were just kicking it to get it up in the dark. Pulling the bear line. And then right here, we got coffee going. See, we take the packets we get for the little machines they give you at the hotels. Put them in there. Perfect amount of coffee for one of these 550 milliliter pots. Sadly, we're about out of them, so we got to go to some different ways. But my wife's got real good at making cowboy coffee, so maybe that'll be the next thing we get used to.
So, Tony just reminded me that we didn't make a comment about this, but we're all about honesty around here. So, Tony fell yesterday and got his brand new pack all dirty. Look at that. Mud everywhere. I don't know.
Butt hurts.
Bubble wrap's in his future.
No, no.
So as you've seen, we jumped a turkey. I was walking down the trail and she jumped out and scared me. But she kept circling around us, which means she's definitely got a nest somewhere close to the trail. And we filmed her for a second and then we kept on going because I don't want her to get too far away from her nest and I don't want her to think that the eggs have been messed with. So we didn't seek out the eggs or anything. I'm sure the nest is there. And just so you know, if a human touches those eggs, 9 times out of 10, they won't end up sitting on them and hatching them out. So we try our best to leave nature alone. But pretty cool.
That's an old fireplace and chimney. I don't know if there used to be a cabin there right next to the water.
Well, back in the day, that was expensive to get made.
Oh yeah.
It's got one flat stone on the back, looks like.
Same on the front. It's got a header stone on the back and the front, but that also might have been an old shelter. Pretty cool. So it's about 10 o'clock. We got a few miles left to go. We're turning up the pace a little bit because the humidity is starting to rise and temperature is starting to rise a lot. A lot of cobwebs to dodge out here. As you can see, I'm in the front. My lovely wife's in the back, so she can't always say she's knocking all the cobwebs down. You've seen it here. But yeah, time to put it in high gear. Get out of here before the temperatures and the humidity rise too much, because it's getting warm.
Oh, so we made it. What do you think, honey?
I think it was an interesting trail.
I think it was pretty cool. Oh.
I wish I could have showed them what it smelled like with them honeysuckles and blackberry bushes on the way out just now. I don't think I've ever smelled flowers that potent in nature.
I think that it's just because we're stuck in our winter blues still. We're just ready for summer to come back.
It's just like, wow.
But packs carried great. They really did great. I'm really happy with the packs. You really don't even feel them. I'm not sore at all. Now that the hike's over, you'd think my back and stuff would be sore from carrying it. It's not. Still, it's waist belt carries it. But we're back to the truck. And now we're gonna go get something to eat, and we're gonna take you with us. So come on, let's go get something to eat. Are you happy?
I'm happy. I was hungry.
I bet.
I got my Diet Coke.
How many miles?
I think we did almost 9 today.
Wow.
It's like 8.8.
All right, so we just got done eating at the Western Sizzlin', I don't know. And I tore the salad and fruit bar down, and then we had sweet potato and chopsteak and a couple other things. Probably like 10 Diet Cokes between two of us. It was bad, but we ended up with how much mileage?
12.7 miles between the 2 days.
So we went 12.7 miles. So you can imagine how much hiker trash we look like. But then to make things worse, when we pulled out of the trailhead, the exhaust on my wife's truck snapped in half. So I had to climb under it, and we found some metal strapping and we strapped it up. And so I went in there just looking like I don't know, crawled out of a hole. And people probably thought, I was dirty. So it was a good trip. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm still smiling. We're going home. My belly's full. We put down some miles. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'd recommend it to anybody who wants to go run that trail.
Just remember though that the Scenic River Trail does not have any water.
No water at all on Scenic River Trail.
Now the Greenwood Trail had tons of water.
Yep.
Like you kept crossing the creek and going back and forth. So lots of opportunities there to get water, but not on the Scenic River Trail.
So until next time, I'm Tony.
I'm Missy.
And if my wife comes to you and says it's a good idea, we'll go up this hill, she's lying. So we'll see you in the next one.